Hey, I'm just like leaning back. It's Friday. We're just laid back right now. Good morning. All right, weekend eve. It's Columbus Day weekend too. We don't get off on Monday though.
No, we don't.
No, the kids do,
Yes,
right?
they do. I
Right?
don't know that Savvy does Savvy have off on Monday? I don't think Savvy is off on Monday.
Really? I'm pretty sure my kids do. I better double check. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
yeah, she is off. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, these kids in there.
I know. The day is off.
When are
Um,
they gonna learn anything, you know?
they'll just go to school until July. That's all.
How many shirts are you wearing today?
I know. Look what I did. So it's that time of year where, it's cold in the morning. It's gonna be hot later today. Hot, yeah, relatively speaking, but it's gonna be in the 70s. But
I
I
don't know, it felt hot yesterday. If you were outside
it was
yesterday, it felt like
nice.
a hot day.
Yeah, I went for a
Yeah.
nice jog yesterday. But yeah, I didn't realize when I got dressed this morning in the dark, oh, here we go. I'm like a flip book. I'm like a cumulus flip book. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Well, what and then are you wearing 2 T-shirts underneath of that?
No, I
Is
got a
that oh,
t-shirt
that's
here.
one okay, that's the
I got
collar of the shirt was
I
kinda
gotta
tucked
keep
in a
this
little bit.
clean. Look how fun that is. Isn't that fun? Girls' night
Alright,
in.
Selena, let's
What? Not doing anything wrong. No, but I was all excited. I was like giggling to myself when I put this on this morning, even though it says girls' night in. My daughter is having a sleepover tonight. So I'm
are
gonna
they
like,
wearing the same shirts?
no, but I'm like, I thought I'd be the cool mom, dorky mom. That's like, look, girls, look what I put on for
Yeah,
our
I wouldn't do
sleepover.
it that way either. I would maybe leave the shirt on the counter if I were you, and then just
I'm so excited for our sleepover party.
mm.
I have been planning for our party for a week.
Kelly, good morning. Dave, happy Friday. RL, good morning.
Debating, do we bake? I don't know. Maybe that's a bad idea because there's a butter shortage. We got to conserve our butter. I can't bake. There was a bar set. So Lila slipped over her little friend's house a couple weeks ago. They baked cookies and they decorated the cookies and Crockett. This wasn't like, the store brand, or what do you call it? Like it's already pre-baked. You just have to decorate the cookies. They made the cookies from scratch. So now I'm like, well, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, I wouldn't I wouldn't give any kids food poisoning, so I would probably try to do like maybe make a birdhouse or something.
I looked at that. I thought about doing that out of
Um,
cardboard. Out of cardboard. I saw some
yeah,
cardboard art
yeah,
things to
something out
do.
of popsicle sticks,
Yes,
maybe.
yes.
That might be your
So I,
speed.
I but there is a butter shortage. So supply chain issues. So we're looking for substitutions for butter, what you're supposed to do. My husband doesn't like using, just in general, for spreading on like toast. I can't convince the man to use butter anyway. He insists, and he's very specific about this, the spray butter, which I think is awful because you spray it 10 times and then like it won't get the spray at the bottom of the bottle.
I mean, it's
And
convenient, but yeah, it's not my thing either.
then you're
Like,
trying to spray a bagel.
yeah, yeah,
Go on the bagel. It's
yeah.
ridiculous.
It's not the sexiest thing to do either.
No. No,
Uh,
but it's not real butter. It's like that. I can't believe it's not butter that he's
Dave
spraying butter.
says, I'm getting bugs just seeing all your layers. I am always warm. Well, there you go. So I have a question for you. So you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about sleepovers because Savvy is some friend somewhere had a sleepover at some point because now she's asking us, she wants to have sleepovers like with her friends in the neighborhood. So how old were your kids when when they had their first sleepovers? And did you sleep them out or sleep them in? And I'm not talking about like grandmom and grandpa's. I'm talking like
With a
a
friend.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not relatives, right? Because like they've had
Yeah.
sleepovers with
Yeah.
cousins for the holidays. That's a little different. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, Lila slept over a little friend's house first, and that was, I go by grades. It's weird, not by age. I don't know. 'Cause I'm thinking about when I did it. But so she's in third grade now, and I think she started in
Okay.
second grade doing sleepovers.
Okay.
Yeah, and Cole, and you know what? Every kid's different. Cole hasn't done it. Cole has not had, oh, actually, no, he tried. It was a failed attempt. He tried to sleep over a friend's house, and I got the phone call, at midnight. He can't
Yeah.
sleep, and he's upset with himself that he can't sleep.
Yeah.
And his, the friend was snoring. So it was too much for Cole.
Yeah, those
Like, I
will
get it.
happen. His
Yeah.
time will come. Donna, good morning. Happy Friday. Right back at you. Amy, happy Friday, friends. Right back to you, Amy. Thank
Hey,
you.
Amy.
Yeah, see, that's what I think is going to happen with her is I think um I could see a situation where she's really excited about doing a sleepover, going away, the friend falling asleep first, and then her being like,
Yeah, I think that's what
yeah,
happened with Cole. And
yeah,
he's so upset that he can't sleep. I'm like, buddy, even though it's called a sleepover, there's no sleeping. You don't
yeah,
sleep at a
yeah.
sleepover. It doesn't. That's the way
It's
it
party
works.
time. I
Yeah.
remember, you ready for this one?
Mhm.
I remember one time going to a sleepover, probably, yes, second or third grade, and being up all night, of course.
Mhm.
And I had to go to the doctor the next day to get whatever, whether it was a flu shot, whatever it was, get a shot. My mom didn't wake me up. She brought me into the office and sat me down on the table and said, "Just stick 'em." And I woke up like to
How
the
out were you?
I mean, I was up all night at a sleepover as a kid.
Hold on a second. That is amazing. So what? How old were you
S
that you didn't wake up the
uh,
whole time?
Second grade, so, 7, 8.
Wow.
So, she brings me in there. Again, I was up all night at a s how often
Mm.
as a kid are you really up all night at a sleepover? Like,
Yeah.
I can remember being up all like and brought me in there, and I woke up right as they were doing, like, the alcohol swab and just absolutely went
That's
bananas.
terrifying.
Just lost it.
That
Just
sounds like
went
a
crazy.
nightmare. It sounds like you woke up to a nightmare. Let me ask you,
Yes. Yeah.
how are those therapy sessions you're going to?
They're they're trying. God knows they're trying. Um,
Are you
but
terrified of getting shots now because of that?
no, I don't mind. But just as a kid, first of all, you don't like them at all. Like the
Yeah.
idea of needles for any kid, whether you deal with them, like Savvy is gets a needle and she's perfectly fine. But the idea of getting it, she's like, um, but yeah, I just like yesterday we had Liam at the dentist and he took a little, I think I told you this, he took a little header probably about a month ago. And his I guess it's a common thing with kids where, like, if you hit your teeth will start to turn gray a little bit.
Oh, mhm.
And they just have to make sure it's not a problem, it's just they have to make sure it doesn't get infected or anything like that. So, I had to have Liam put one of those you know how when you get an X-ray, you got of your mouth, you
The
gotta flip a little
bites,
tab
they're so uncomfortable.
try having a cranky two-year-old
Yeah.
hold that thing, and then we had to do it just in time so I could hold it there so he wouldn't spit it out, and then I'd have to move my hand so it wasn't in the X-ray. Like, so they'd be like, "Here you go, 1, 2, 3, okay, take it." Just
I've never heard of a parent having to hold it.
yeah, I
Did
mean,
you
he's
have your lead,
I had a
device
lead thing on, he was on top of me with his lead thing on, and just
unbelievable. You should have gotten a free X-ray for yourself for that.
what a day.
That's unbelievable.
Kids, am I right?
Oh, man. Well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. It sounds like you're feeling better. So that's good. It's
I'm
good.
not ready to do very exhausting things, but
No, I
I'm
could
getting
tell.
there, yes.
Little
I'd say I'm
pamper
at about
yourself.
85, 90%
Okay. Yeah.
right now. Not ready to go, like, run and play a basketball game, but
All right. We'll
also
get
not
there.
feeling like I'm on the verge of death either, so
Hey, I want to give you a note because I just forwarded this to my husband. So the turnpike is going to be closed not this Friday, but next Friday. And for like
yes.
55 hours,
Yeah.
it will be closed between
Yes.
the Lehigh Valley exit and
And,
Mahoning
Mahoney. I always think of
because they're
Mahoney
they're
from, Police Academy.
closed.
Mahoney!
Mahoning. So they're fixing a bridge that goes over the turnpike or something like that, and they have to and it's just like, of course this is happening. I feel like my husband's like Charlie Brown because any like good thing that comes his way, it's always like some sort of shadow. He's supposed to get away. He's been talking about
Are
this
you
for
saying that there's a
months.
shadow over you, Selena? Any good thing that comes his way, there's, like, a shadow? Is that what you're saying?
I feel bad. Are you saying it's me? You're saying I'm
You're the
no,
one who said it.
he's supposed to go to the Finger Lakes He has a high school
Mm,
reunion, they go out to the Finger Lakes, they have some, some good friend bonding for the weekend. Of course, it's the weekend that he's supposed to get away. It's an 18-mile detour.
yeah.
I mean, he'll do it, but it's just like, of course, it's the weekend. The man never leaves the house. I have to beg him, "Let's go do
Well,
something."
get him
He
a
finally leaves.
get him a single engine plane and fly him up there, Selena. Get him that's a
Okay,
good
okay.
present right there. All right, we have to jump.
We do, guys. Alright, have a wonderful weekend, everybody.